Welcome to your new moon mind journey meditation. As the moon sits in Aquarius, as you settle yourself down somewhere comfortable, perhaps for a moment, you could think about what you would need to be able to feel completely relaxed and comfortable right now. Maybe you would need to be in a place where you won't be interrupted, with somewhere comfortable to sit. Perhaps it would need to be silent. Maybe you'd prefer some gentle music playing in the background. And you can find that when you think about feeling really peaceful, you might be able to remember a time you felt exactly that way. Vividly remembering now how that felt. Remembering how your body felt with every muscle completely relaxed. So comfortable you couldn't even be bothered to move. Just like that place we go to just before we fall asleep. A place where we feel so peaceful, and unless something really important needed our attention, we just couldn't be bothered to move. Not even a bit. And when you feel this peaceful, your thoughts seem to just drift around, so that you're hardly aware of them at all. Because right now they are not important. The only thing that matters is how peaceful you can feel, relaxing here in this special space, at a time when you can just focus on you. And right at this moment, there is nobody wanting anything from you. Nobody expecting anything from you. No one judging. No one watching. And no one around to disturb you. Just perfect peace and relaxation. And when you relax like this, your imagination can be really effective, so that you can almost feel like what you are imagining is happening. And that can be so relaxing. It can be entertaining, or it can be both. When you use your imagination, you can do things, you can go places that maybe you couldn't in the material world. But it feels like it's real, so it doesn't really matter. Perhaps you could imagine now that you are standing on a balcony of a beautiful old house on a clear and crisp February night, with your world stretched out in front of you. You're wrapped up warm because the air is still quite cold. You can smell the coldness, and you become aware of a gentle breeze brushing against your face. reminding you that you're in the midst of winter, that time of year when nature seems to take a break, resting and recharging, getting ready for the activity of spring. Maybe there is snow on the ground. As you look about you, there may be a covering of snow on the trees, the shrubs and the plants that are still in their dormant winter state. Or perhaps there's a sparkling frost, shimmering and shining as the light from the stars catch it. And as you look up into the violet night sky, there's not a cloud to be seen. It's a clear, crisp night with a cloudless sky. And you can see the stars shining bright against the dark velvet background. You become aware of the new moon sitting among the stars, reminding you that there is a very special, magical energy around tonight. And as you watch, you notice what looks like a star coming towards you. It gets closer and closer, lighting up the sky as it gets nearer. A 5-pointed star with a long tail racing towards you. Moving towards you until it hovers just in front of you, so that you could reach out and touch it. It has a misty quality to it, and as you study it, you realise that it is becoming more solid as it adjusts to this material world. And it's changing before your eyes from a misty light to a solid vehicle. You notice that a seat is forming in the middle of the star, a comfortable looking place to sit. The star seems to be inviting you on a journey. You think about that for a moment, and then you decide, why not? So you call your star a little closer. Climb up onto the edge of the balcony and board your star. It's very well set out now. There's a comfortable seat with one of those seat belts you get on an aeroplane that goes across your shoulders, fastens you in securely. So you listen for the click that tells you that your seat belt is in place. And when it is, a steering wheel emerges in front of you, so that you know you can control exactly where you go. This steering wheel can be turned to the left or to the right, and you can pull it towards you to ascend, or push it away from you to descend, so you feel completely in control. All traces of caution and disbelief have now disappeared as you settle in your seat on board the star. You pull the steering wheel towards you, and suddenly you shoot up into the air in a vertical ascent. It's not what you'd expected, but it feels okay. Before long, you decide you'd like to slow things down a bit so you can really study your surroundings and make the most of this fantastic journey. So you push your steering wheel just slightly away from you so that the star levels up. You look around the night sky to decide where you want to go. You decide that a trip among the stars is where you want to be. So you set your course and away you go. Before long, you're weaving in and out between the stars, feeling so free and so comfortable, as if you've really achieved something. And this is how you always want to feel. You notice that the stars are not all the same colour. You start to wonder about that, as you notice the red ones and the blue ones, the ones that look more silvery than gold. And you think about why they might be different. But after a while you realise that it doesn't really matter. No two stars are the same, and that's okay. Suddenly you notice the tiny crescent of the new moon appearing just a bit ahead of you. And you know you must be far enough away to be seeing only this part of the moon. You know that the moon is a globe, fully rounded, like a football. But you can only see a small, tiny part of it. The part that's lit by the sun. You suddenly remember that the new moon is a special time for new beginnings. And the particular energy received on Earth at the time of the new moon is just as valuable but different from the full moon. And you think about that for a moment and realise that people are like that. You only see part of their true selves. The part that is lit up is the part they want to show, or the right part of themselves for that situation, because people are multifaceted and can be complicated. But that's okay, because you know how to manage that. You can manage your expectations and work with what they give you. So you go back to thinking about that new moon and its special energy. And you remember that it is a good time to set goals and to make plans. So you think about your life and what you want from it. And your mind races around thinking about changes that you could make, goals and plans you have, and how you want your life to be as you go forward from here at this new year beginning. You might think about your home life, your work life, or your hobbies. Perhaps you think about your relationships, or maybe something you want to achieve, like study or improved health and fitness. And whatever seems important to you at this time is the right thing to work on right now. And I'll leave you with your thoughts for a while. And now your mind is crystal clear. You know what you want and how you can get it. And even if you think you don't quite know yet, you can be sure that as the coming days unfold, all will become clear. So you can begin your journey back now by pushing the steering wheel of your star to the descent mode. And slowly, gently drift back down to Earth. The stars getting smaller as they're further and further away from you. Until your star brings you back to the balcony of the beautiful old building. where you unclip the seatbelt and dismount from your star. So when you feel quite ready and in your own time, gently come back to the room by noticing your breathing, noticing your body, and becoming aware of your surroundings. When you are ready, you can open your eyes.